Hello everyone, this is a video tutorial of problem D, bananas in a microwave of the contest Codecraft 21. So let's look into the problem statement. So we have a malfunctioning microwave and we have to put some bananas in there. We have given n time steps and after n time steps microwave will stop working. So at every time step we get a new operation, and suppose let k be the number of bananas in the microwave currently. At the 0th time step k equal to 0, and in the ith operation we are given three parameters t, x and y, and if t is 1 then we have to pick an ai between 0 and y inclusive such that we have to update the value of k to k plus x and then take the ceiling of it. If t is 2 then we have to pick an a between 0 and y and we have to update k such as k into x and take the ceiling of it. It is also said that xi can be fractional and more details are given in the input. Also the definition of ceil is standard, the smallest integer that is greater than or equal to x. And at the ith time step we can apply the ith operation only once, and exactly once we have to apply it. And our task is to, for every value between 1 and m, we have to output the earliest time step at which we can reach j. That is, we have to create exactly j bananas, and we have to output the earliest time step at which we can create exactly j bananas. And if we cannot do that, we have to output -1. So let's look at the input. So in the input we are given two integers n and m. N represents the number of time steps and m is the value loop we have to run, where for each j between n and m we have to output the earliest time step at which we can create j bananas. Then n line follows, and where ith line represents the operation at the ith time step. Each time step we get three integers t, x and y, and also we are given xi as 10 to the power 5 into xi, so we get xi bar or xi dash, which is 10 to the power 5 into xi, and to get xi we have to divide the value by 10 to the power 5. And we are also given the constraints. If the t is 1, that is operation is type 1, then xi bar can be between 1 to 10 to the power 5 both inclusive into m, and for type 2 xi bar can be anywhere between 10 to the power 5 and 10 to the power 5 into m. So xi will be from 1 to m. For output, we have to output a single line which contains m space separated integers, where ith value is the answer for the I number of bananas. This. So let's look at an example. So this is an input. We are given three time steps and we have to output for 20 bananas. And these are the operation. First operation we get type 1, second time step we get type 2, third time step we get type 1. So let's look at a specific time step or specific number of bananas. So if we had to create 16 bananas, it is given that answer is 3. So we can reach 16 bananas in 3 time steps. So at time step 1 we choose a equal to 2 and we update k equal to k plus 3 and take ceiling. Initially k was 0, now it is 3, and we have to apply it 8 times. So we are applying it 2 times. So we first reach 3 from 0 and then 6 from 3. At time step 2 we choose a equal to 0, hence value of k will remain unchanged. At time step 3 we choose a equal to 1 and we are applying the operation of type 1. So it was 10 to the power 6, we divide it by 10 to the power 5, we get 10, we add 10 and take ceiling. So we get 6 to 16. So we have reached 16 in 3 time steps. So answer of that time step is 3. Now let's look at the solution. So let's talk about the brute force solution. So what we can do is run a loop for each time step. So there is a time step loop, and for each time step we can check if we have reached any of the values from 1 to m. So we can check if we have reached any of the case. So we will run a loop of m, and if we have already reached that value, the I value index, then we can run the operation y times. So if we have reached any value, any previously k value previously, then we can apply that operation, current operation y times to that k value. So we'll run a loop of yi loop and run the operation k times and update the values with the time steps to those integers of k which haven't been visited, because those have been already visited, their time step is already less, so we don't need to update those. So we need to only update those which we have not visited yet. So we will update those values. So this is a brute force solution. So what will be the complexity of it? So we run the time step loop, which is n, so which is, and then we run the m loop, so another m, and then if already reached, then we run the yi loop, and yi can be anywhere between 1 to m, so this is another m loop. So complexity of this solution is nm square, and we see that m is 10 to the power 5, so this is around 10 to the power 12, which is not acceptable, and it will not pass the time limit. So now let's look at an optimization, how to optimize it. So now the optimization is very simple. We have to reduce our search space so that when we visit nodes that have already been visited previously, we don't need to revisit them again. Let's take an example. Suppose at some ith time step we get t, x, y as 1, 5, 10. So we get type 1 operation and x is 5 and y is 10. So we have to run operation the 10 times where we have to add 5 and take ceiling. So if we start visiting from k equal to 10, then we will visit nodes which are 15, 20, 25, 30 up to 10 plus 5 into 10, that is 60. So we will visit up to 60. Now let's say that we had already visited 40. Then should we visit 40 again? The answer is no, because when we reach, when we, in that k loop, we will already be going to be visiting 40. So that's when we will run that loop again. So when we reach 40, we will run 40, 45, 50, 55 up to 90. So we don't need to visit the loop 40 for the 10 loop, because we will be visiting that in its own loop. So we can actually stop our search as soon as we reach a previously visited node, because within the same iteration that already visited node will once again start its own search. So in the pseudocode we are running this loop, right? So we don't need to visit those which have already been visited, because we will be visiting them in its own loop. So we just have to add one condition, which is if already visited, then only update, else don't update. So we just need to add one extra condition. Now let us see how will it improve the complexity. So the complexity analysis that we will show that each node is visited at most twice. So instead of nm square loop, we will do 2m. So we reduce the complexity from m square to 2m. Why is this so? So an unvisited node will be reached at most once, right? Because and a visited node will be at most reached twice. Once during our main loop and once when we search from the previously visited node. We will break it. So we won't go further. So it will be visited at most twice. And there are n time steps, and each node will be visited twice at one time step. So we will get only 2m instead of m square. So the complexity will be n into m into 2. So it is big O of nm. And this passes into time limit because it is 10 to the power 7 only. Now there are some common mistakes too which we have to avoid. The first very basic mistake is this x bar does not fit into integer value, so we have to take long. This is a very common mistake. The second mistake is we have to check when we add, we have to check if that value is less than m, because greater than m values don't matter for us. We have to only check for up to m. So when we add something to k, we have to check that k is less than m, the new k is less than m. If it is greater than m, then we don't need to bother about it. So that is one another common mistake. We can reach an out of bounds we can access out of bounds limit, and hence it might use segmentation fault or runtime error. And then another mistake might be to not use fast input output. It may not matter in this problem, but it might matter in some other problem which is similar to it, but it will pass if we don't use fast input output. Now let's walk through the code. So in the main loop, we take scan the number of time steps and value n, and for we run the loop of time steps. So this was the n loop, time step loop. So this was the n loop in our pseudocode. Now we also maintain a value visited array. So we check if it is visited. We have to update from those case only which we have already visited. So those which haven't been visited, we don't need to bother about them. So we check first if we have already visited k in one of the previous time steps, and if we have already visited k, then we apply the operation. So I will show the operation code once after the walkthrough of the main code, and then we will run the while loop. So this was n loop, then m loop. Check the visited array. If visited, then yi loop, and the latest optimization condition we added if already visited, then don't visit. So this was the optimization, else it would have been nm square. So we check that if we have already visited that, then we break, and then we make the value of the visited array to true for the new values after applying the operation. So this operation is just basic, which will update the value of k using the given x and y, and then we again apply the operation y. We apply the operation for y time, so we again call the operation function. The operation function is very simple. So if the value of is t is 1, that is it is type 1, then we do k equal to k plus x, and then we take the seal of it. K was already integer, so we can take the seal outward after. And if else it was type 2, so if t equal to 2, it was a type 2 operation, then we have to do k equal to k times x and then take the seal. So we do that. This is simple operation function, and the seal function is just this. So this is the common practice for using seal function. So this is just a seal function. So this is the seal of x by y. And then what we do is we also store the value if that was not visited. So if it was visited, we break. If it was not visited, we update the value for that for that number of bananas equal to the current time step. So we will need time steps to get that answer, to reach that number of bananas, that is current, which is the updated value of k. And we also need two visited arrays, which was isSeen and new isSeen. So we have to check with the old visited array if we have already visited it. So our optimization was, if we had visited that node in a previous iteration, then only don't visit. But if you had used only one visited array, then we were updating the visited array with new updations. But we had to check if it was visited in the previous iteration, so we have to use an old array. So that's why we need two visited arrays. And then after we store all the values for each of the number of bananas, we output them in a space separated fashion, and then new line. So yeah, that was the walkthrough to the code, and that's the end of the editorial too. So do like, share and subscribe, and check out the other videos for this contest. We have video editorials for all the problems, and there is also a lot of educational content, lot of other educational content, lot of content related to strings, number theory and etc. So do check it out. Thanks. Bye bye.